So this camera is showing me like 11 minutes of record time left. You know, when I ordered this equipment, I specifically chose an SD card with 64 gigabyte. I could have taken one with 128. I could have taken one with 32. But I specifically wanted the 64 gigabyte version. And now I know why. Because, you know, I could have taken the 128 gigabyte one because I would have been afraid that 64, you know, isn't going to give me enough videos. And now I chose the 4K resolution. I don't think it's necessary, but this gave me 2 hours of record time. If I would have chosen 5K, I would have had less. If I would have chosen less, you know, whatever. So I wanted to shoot in 4K with these kind of settings, with this kind of equipment. And now it's also telling me why, right? Because it's restricting me in a way. So my feeling tells me exactly what I need. So I listen to it. My feeling tells me, take these kind of mushrooms, take this kind of food. Take 2 apples and a clementine and make some tea. And then I take it with me and I say, all right, you know, that's what I can do. This is how I have conversations with my feeling, with my intuition. And sometimes I have to do some things to get to that place where I can hear what I'm trying to say to myself. You know, and sometimes there's so many things buzzing around me, so many wishes and needs. You know, until I give myself something from this world, I'm often struggling against myself because sometimes I really want to drink a coffee. But there's a part in me that wishes I could have let go of coffee already. But to be honest, I don't really know why, because I really like coffee. But I'm also afraid of it because, you know, I've used coffee to a degree, like drinking really strong dosage coffee for extended periods of time. It's what helped me to push myself out of the depression when I came back from Amsterdam and I was like quite suicidal. I used coffee, and with coffee I then started doing these paintings. Right? That's what coffee helped me to do these kind of paintings. Because I use substances not to do nothing. I don't use them to help me relax. I use substances to help me to do something. So when I smoke cannabis, I can tell you I don't smoke cannabis to sit around to watch movies. You know, I can watch a movie without cannabis. But also movies, they start to bore me. I don't really watch them till the end anymore because sometimes I just don't know what to do, and then I watch a movie just to fill myself with some content. Like yesterday I watched Harry Potter the 4th, and I watched it until I felt satisfied and until I thought, you know, now there's nothing to get from it anymore. But it did help me for like half of it. And then I put it aside. Sometimes I pick up books, I just read 2 sentences and that's what I needed. You know, it's just like I don't need that much anymore from certain things. But from other things I need quite a lot. So I take what I need when I need it. Right? So I wake up in the morning, I feel a bit like lost, I feel a bit like shit. And then I think, okay, today is the day where I actually wanted to record, you know, the January session of videos. That's what I wanted. I wanted to start on Saturday. And because I knew that and I wanted to do it, I then think, okay, what do I feel like? And then suddenly it comes up like coffee. And I think, I feel like heavy. You know, I don't feel like doing anything. So I relax a bit. I take the time, you know, I'm being a bit lazy. I'm like, ugh, you know, but I don't go to people to slouch off. Sometimes, you know, I just spend some time with some people because every morning you have to open your heart again. And I don't know how you do that. Some people, they make a cacao ceremony every morning because that's what they like. You know, some people, they drink a coffee to open up. But the thing is also, some people, they just keep drinking coffee the whole day. You know, if that's what they need, okay, go for it. To me, I don't want that. You know, I drink one coffee and then I'll drink tea or water. And then maybe tomorrow I won't need a coffee anymore, right? It's like if you are really in a depression, you know, my goal is to do something. And if my wish to drink coffee keeps me from doing something, or if I'm like in a really low point, I'll just use that coffee to jumpstart me. And some people, they say, well, you should have just done yoga, you know? Some people, they say, you know, I don't want to use substances. I want to meditate until, you know, I'm in heaven. And then I say, well, good luck to you. I'm a bit different. You know, I use substances to get to that place in myself. And then I'll learn gradually how to get there without them. And that's why I've said the experiences I've made with, for example, LSD, there weren't a lot of them. You know, I've used LSD, I think, three times. 2 times relatively small dosages and then once like 300 micrograms. But that's also, you know, I did that then alone, the 300 micrograms, alone in the forest at night. And for me it was alright. For you it might be hell. For me it was like nice, right? Because I've been here before. You know, my spirit is like quite practiced. And if you try to be somebody that you're not, you will shit your pants, I can guarantee it to you. Maybe cannabis is all you can handle. And if you are having trouble with cannabis, then I would suggest to you stay away from everything else and just do yoga. You know, just do meditation. You know, you have to strengthen your body before you do anything. I've been trained by life, like really hard-earned lessons, hard-earned experiences before I even started working with these substances. And, you know, of course my life also kept me safe. So I could manage. So I can tell you, when you are 16 and you are smoking cannabis, stop. Stop. First, make experiences, live your life. Because these substances, they will destroy you. They will literally destroy you because you're too young. If you do it anyway, that's your problem. You have to deal with it then. Right? I can only tell you that this kind of madness that lies within you, you know, is not to be taken lightly. You have to take this kind of stuff serious. If I wouldn't be serious about doing what I do, I wouldn't do it at all. You know, I'm just telling you, recording 52 episodes for my podcast in a matter of 2 to 3 weeks, that's like more than 52 hours of talking. And at the same time, creating covers for each series, right? Setting up the document on my website, which shows you for 2023 which episodes are going to come. It's in the podcast section if you want to have a look. Like, they're not in the order of release, they're just in the order of recordings, right? So that's what I can tell you. It doesn't really mean much. It means that there's a place in yourself that's really frightened. And that's why you have the feeling there's something for me to talk to you about. And, you know, I'm not somebody who likes Fuß. to keep people on the leash. You know, I like to free people, and I don't want to be on the leash of the government. I don't want to be on the leash of other people. Who's you know, I rather stick out my finger and show the people okay, this is how it's going on. And so sometimes, you know, I've seen her play. She's a dog that's quite playful, so she always wants to play. But I've also seen that she's not tough enough yet. She's too young, so sometimes she wants to play with really tough dogs. And these dogs, they destroy her because she doesn't know what she's doing. But I know what I'm doing, so I have to keep her safe, right? I have to keep her safe from destroying herself. And you know, what's good for me isn't necessarily good for other people. You can literally destroy somebody by forcing your way into their anus. You can destroy somebody by overloading them with sex. Maybe, right, the amount of sex that's good for you is bad for them. So all I can say is the amount of psychedelics that I take is good for me, but it might destroy you, like literally destroy you. And that's why, you know, you can see yourself walking through life, and I don't know what kind of dog you feel attracted to. But I realize, you know, that's quite a small dog for a big guy. So this dog can't handle itself. I have to handle the dog. I have to keep the dog safe because the dog is just a bit stupid. It's like smart and stupid at the same time. You know, without me, I think the dog would just die in nature. That's what I think. So some people need other